Welcome back to the A-Level English Guide. This is part 3 of our Child Language Acquisition series, and if you haven't already watched parts 1 and 2, which cover how to approach the question and how to write a full model essay, those links are in the description. In this video, we're focusing entirely on theory. These are the 8 key theories you need to understand and be able to apply in Paper 3, Question 2 of the Cambridge A-Level English Language Exam. First up is Noam Chomsky. He argued that language is an innate human ability. According to Chomsky, all children are born with a language acquisition device, a mental structure that allows them to construct grammar based on limited input. He said children don't just repeat what they hear, they actively generate sentences using internal rules. One piece of evidence for this is what he called virtuous errors, where children apply grammatical rules creatively but incorrectly, such as saying "mummy's caking" or "runned." These kinds of errors show that they're learning structure, not copying speech. Next is Jerome Bruner, who proposed the Language Acquisition Support System, or LASS. Bruner believed that adults play an essential role in helping children acquire language. This includes using child-directed speech, recasting errors, asking questions, and gradually reducing support. He called this process scaffolding. As the adult pulls back, the child becomes more confident and independent. Jean Piaget, a developmental psychologist, believed that language reflects cognitive growth. He said that children must first understand a concept before they can use language to express it. His theory outlines stages of development, and in the pre-operational stage, around age 2, children begin to use symbolic language and engage in imaginative play. Language for Piaget is a mirror of mental development. Lev Vygotsky also focused on social interaction, but placed greater emphasis on how external speech becomes internalized. He introduced the concept of the zone of proximal development, the idea that children learn best when supported just beyond what they can do alone. With enough help, they internalize that knowledge and begin using it independently. This is closely linked to what he called private speech, when children start talking themselves through tasks. Michael Halliday proposed a functional theory of language development. He believed that children don't just learn language to construct grammatically correct sentences, they use language to serve specific purposes in real life. Halliday identified 7 key functions that children typically develop in early speech. The instrumental function is used to express needs. For example, Ella says, "Wanna have it back now," when asking for her ball. The regulatory function is used to control the behaviour of others. Ella does this when she repeats, "Put it in there," guiding an action. The interactional function helps build social relationships, such as when she says, "Hi Genpa" and "Nanny." The personal function is used to express identity or feelings. We see this when she claims, "My ball." The heuristic function is used to explore or learn about the world. Ella repeats, "Put it in there" during play, testing what happens. The imaginative function is for creative or pretend scenarios, like when she says, "Mummy's caking," turning cake into a playful verb. And finally, the representational function is about sharing information. For example, "We went beach" conveys something she experienced. Halliday's theory shows that young children don't just produce language randomly, every utterance serves a communicative purpose, even before they've mastered grammar. B.F. Skinner, one of the earliest theorists, proposed the behaviourist view. He believed that language is learned through imitation, repetition, and reinforcement. A child hears a word, repeats it, and gets rewarded with praise or attention. While this helps explain early vocabulary acquisition, it's less successful in explaining creative grammatical constructions that children have never heard before, which is where Chomsky's theory takes over. Michael Tomasello offered a modern cognitive functional perspective. He argued that children are intention readers and pattern finders. Language, in his view, is learned through social use, not from a built-in grammar system. Children observe how language is used around them and build meaning from real interactions. Finally, Roger Brown and Jean Berko introduced the Saphi-S phenomenon, a finding that shows children often understand more than they can pronounce. When a child says fis instead of fish, but rejects the adult repeating the same error, it tells us that their perceptive language skills are more developed than their productive ones. This is especially important when thinking about phonological development. And that's it. 8 essential theories you need to understand for child language acquisition. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the A-Level English Guide, and let us know in the comments what topic you'd like us to cover next. All links to parts 1 and 2, along with model essay resources, are in the description below. Keep revising. You've absolutely got this.